Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. We're in Lyme Regis today. We're going to paddle out about 1.5 miles out to a wreck called the Baggy. We'll drift that a few times, see if we can pick up some pollock, and then we'll anchor on the edge of it, get some baits on the bottom, and then yeah, we'll go for absolutely anything today. It's still mid-February, so the fishing's still not great anywhere, so I'm trying a new location today, see what happens. I've never fished a wreck before on the kayak, so it'll be a bit of a learning curve. Hopefully we get it right, if not, but the wind's kind to us today, so conditions are good to get out there, so hopefully we'll be alright. Yeah, I've not been to this part of the world for ages, probably since I was little, so even finding a place to park was a pain in the ass. At £15 to pay for 9 hours, so it's £1.50 an hour. Absolute joke. There is another car park on the other side of the harbour, but it's only a maximum 2 hours stay. But yeah, 15 quid for the day. It's one of the most expensive places I've parked my car, but never mind. Yeah, let's get out there, let's get fishing. Let's go. So after a long paddle, I'm out on the wreck now. I can see it on the sounder, I'll put a little video in a minute. But I can do a first drift with a little, I think it's a sidewinder, I can't remember what the name is, but a little paddle tail, weedless. So hopefully we won't get snagged up on too much stuff on my first drop. See what's about. Yeah, I'm expecting pollock, bass, congers, wrasse. Yeah, anything that your usual typical species on a wreck. So we'll go that way, we'll drift over it. I know what way we're drifting now, so get all set up, get the first drop down. Let's get some fish. So this is the wreck. If I just go backwards on the sounder, you can see where that's clean ground. As we come along over the top of the wreck, we go from 20 meters up to 18. So that's what we're looking for. I know it doesn't look like much, but that's the wreck. So do a couple of drifts over that, see what fish are around. So it's a lovely day out here, 1.5 miles out. There we are, just coming onto the back side of the wreck. So yeah, that's what the wreck looks like on the sounder. So we're just coming up to the wreck now. The lure's on the bottom and just giving it a couple of flicks up, a couple of turns, lowering back down. Didn't have any luck with the lure, so I've changed to a slow jig, slightly heavier in weight. So we're only drifting at 1.2 knots, which is a little bit fast, but we'll give it a go. That's on the bottom now. So we're into our first fish, which is a pouting. There goes Mr. Pouting. That was on the jig. So there's fish down there. We'll do a couple more drifts and then I think we'll anchor up. So drifting didn't go very well. I had one pout in, that was it. There's another boat here as well. We haven't had one. So I'm anchored up and I'm on the bottom now. So we'll probably have congers, dogs. Yeah, everything in between really. So the pouting will be down there, I'll put one on live, see if we can put out a pollock or something. Yeah, but it's not been the best fishing, to be honest, at all. It's maybe just got some. Yeah, I'm not sure. But yeah, get a bait on the bottom, get some carp out. We've got worm, black lug, ragworm. So we've got a variety of baits for different species. So let's give this a whirl for a couple of hours, see if we can get the feed going, get this fish off the wreck. I'm positioned right on the edge of the wreck now, so obviously if you're right on top and you're lowering your kit into the wreck, you're going to lose all your tackle, which ain't good for you and ain't good for the wreck either. Right, yeah, I'll see you in a minute, hopefully with some fish. First fish of the day then. Big fat pouting. Yeah, big old pouting. Send them back. Another fish, got a pouting. I expect there's going to be thousands of these down here. I have put out 3 rods. I think I might regret that decision. But yeah, all different baits on it, so you've got to try it. So they all keep going mental. Yeah, there's another fish on here. This is on the squid on a circle hook. So if a pouton's eating that squid, which was massive, I'll be very surprised. But yeah, I put this down there for a big conger or something like that. Yeah, pouton found it. Yeah, another pouton. Yeah, I'm afraid we're going to have to fish through these to get to something else. Which I'm sure there is fish down there. Just keep plugging away at it. It's absolutely decimated that squid. That was probably twice that size. But yeah, let's keep going, fish through them. So the lads over there on the boat, they still haven't had any luck on the lures. So I think bait fishing's the only way a good way to go. But that's also an indication that's probably no pollock or bass on here. You only try, keep things simple, get a bait on the bottom, you never know. So, more pouting. Yeah, there he is, pouting. Member of the cod family because he's got a little beard. I'll show you guys. Yeah, there you are. Member of the cod family. You feel along the bottom of these two and that one. But yeah, let's send them back. Ledger, all very simple. That's my squid and carp bait ready to go. If you want to know how to prepare that, it's in my other video. Go check that one out. Yeah, let's see if we can get something different than a pouton this time. There's that boat I was out with earlier. You've got to be really careful, especially obviously in a kayak when you're with boats. If too many boats, I wouldn't come out here, to be honest with you. Just get in the way. Highland, they can't see you all the time. Obviously, you're a lot lower than they. They're more concentrating fishing than looking out for you, and they don't expect people to be out this far on kayaks, especially in winter as well. See the seas are pretty flat today, so they'll see me from a distance. But when you disappear under a wave, yeah, they don't expect you to be out here, so they're not always going to be looking out for you. So being seen's more important than anything else. So as long as you've got a life jacket on, got your radio or a means to contact the Coast Guard, then yeah, I wouldn't be coming out here too often. So only when the conditions are right. I would like to try it in the summer, hopefully see what other species come along. It's more likely to pick up the pollock, the bass in the summer. So they come in and feeding on all the sand eels and all the bait fish that come with the hot weather. So. I thought I was into something huge then. I think a boughton took me around the wreck. It must be a fairly big boughton. Yeah, he's a monster. Check him out. He's the biggest of the day. Yeah, I think he's slammed me down, took me under something, and I was snagged on the bottom, but I can feel him pulling. Looks like we've just got a shoal of them come through. But yeah, he swallowed that bait, so let's get the hooks out of him. I am so sorry. Yeah, he's a nice sized pouthead. If he goes back, alright. What I think I'm going to do, and give it another 20 minutes or so here. Not a lot's happening. There's a mark on my Navionics app, which I might give a go. Anchor up there, see what the cracks is there. Nothing's happening out there, we're bar pouting. But yeah, let's go in there, we'll anchor up, and we'll also do a bit of drifting over a bit of reef. That's how you got recommended by my mate. So yeah, if I catch anything here now, then I'll show you. If not, I'll see you over there, close to the shore. That might warm me up a little bit as well. The only problem is that when you have your lunch, it's a bit of Russian roulette drinking, to be honest, because you can't take this off. I'm a mile and a half off the shore, and there's no way I'm having a wee. Very dangerous. So you've got to ration your water. But, yeah, that's the plan. So it's not very interesting, so I hope you find a few more fish in shore. So I'm going to pull the anchor up now. Obviously fishing near a wreck, expect things to be snaggy, so let's see if we can get her back. So all I've done is push my cleat to the front of the kayak, so I'm now facing into the tide. Take up the slack, let that go behind you so the tide keeps it straight, or as straight as possible. Basically, when you anchor out, you let out like twice the amount of depth you're in. You're taking up that slack until the anchor is directly below you. Yeah, she's off the bottom. I can see her on the sounder coming up, and she's got a lot heavier. So that was nice and easy, I didn't expect that. And get your arms going, nice one. There we go, anchor retrieved. What I thought might have happened is the anchor might have got stuck. On my setup, got a D-shackle there onto the front of the chain. I've also got a cable tie there. That's basically a brake link. So if your anchor ever got stuck, you pull that, the cable tie snaps, the chain comes from the bottom at the top of the anchor to the bottom, and you start pulling up that way instead of into the snag. I hope that makes sense, just a little tip. So most people in the kayaks use it, as if you're just starting out. Yeah, I think it's a must have really. Nothing worse than being snagged on the bottom, caught in the tide. It's just, yeah, not good. Well guys, I think that's me done for the day. I've moved in shore for a bit of mixed fishing. I've had one little white in, no bites. Been here for about an hour and a half now. It's getting 3 o'clock. I think I'm just going to pack it in. So thanks for watching. It's not a great video, I'm sorry. I mean, bass fishing sometimes. But it was nice to do something a little bit different. Going out fishing on the wreck, practicing the anchoring, getting in position and drifting over as well. So a new location as well, so it was nice to learn something today, although the fishing's not been great like I said, but that's the way it goes sometimes. But yeah, so just a bit defeated to be honest. Tried everything, all different baits, yeah, just not happened. But it is middle of February, it's not a great period for fishing, so I'll knock this one on the head. Hopefully the next one's a little bit better and sunny.